The fatalities and blood are what made Mortal Kombat as famous as it is today. Every game to date has had fatalities, and yes, some have been done better than others, like the weird creative fatality in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, or what the hell was in Mortal Kombat vs. DC, but everyone has their favorite fatalities, and that's what I'm going to cover today. These are my top 10 favorite Mortal Kombat fatalities of all time. Before we get started, this is my own opinion and my own list, but make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter, and if there's anything you want to see me cover in a video, make sure to put it down in the comments below, and if I make a video about it, I'll give you a shout out as always. If you have a list of your own favorite fatalities, put it down in the comments below as well. I would like to say though, the history of Liu Kang video has been postponed for a bit. It will be out, but it's just a lot more work than I anticipated it to be honest with you. Now with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're squeamish, maybe don't watch this video. Number 10, Mortal Kombat 4 Quan Chi, Leg Beat. This fatality is famous, and actually was referenced in The Amazing World of Gumball, I'm pretty sure. This fatality is brutal. Quan Chi rips your leg off and just beats you to death with it forever and ever. I do prefer the MK4 version to the MK9 one, and I honestly don't really know why, even though I do feel like that when he hits you with your leg in Mortal Kombat 9, there's more of an impact to it. It's pretty much the best fatality in Mortal Kombat 4, and it's so good, but doesn't make it past number 10 because the other picks in my opinion are flat out just better than this one, and maybe that could be just because of the graphics of Mortal Kombat 4 anyways. Fatality. Number 9, Mortal Kombat 9, Cyrax, Nothing But Net. This is a fatality that I think is a really underrated one, and I really want to see this come back in a game with modern graphics. Cyrax shoots his net into the opponent and it cuts the opponent to pieces. I prefer this to his first fatality where he just kind of cuts you up with his blades, because I think this one's just a bit more unique. I also really like this fatality because I like when characters use their special moves or their abilities or their weapons to kill their opponent. I always thought that was really interesting and unique. I also remember seeing a documentary where Ed Boon talks about this fatality and how hard it was to get the physics working on it, but I can't find that anywhere, unfortunately. I wish he could have utilized his bomb in a fatality at some point, but it's not that big of a deal. I also like this fatality because of its simplicity. It doesn't go overboard, it does what it needs to do and doesn't overcomplicate anything, and that's what I like about it.
Cyrax wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
Number 8, Mortal Kombat 11 Shang Tsung, Shogun Reborn. I like Shang Tsung's first fatality in this game. It's really brutal, but I much prefer his second one. He sends Kintaro's soul into the opponent, and Kintaro slowly bursts through the opponent. It's absolutely brutal. I like how they managed to utilize a character that wasn't in the game, but managed to incorporate them some way that wasn't just a lame cameo appearance or just being mentioned in the story or in an intro dialogue or something lame like that. It's the way he slowly makes his way out of the opponent, which I love. It's so violent and I love it. But the reason it's at number 8 is, well, the same reason as I like it. It's a character that's not playable in the game, and it's just there kind of just for a reference.
Fatality.
Number 7, Mortal Kombat 1 Sub-Zero, Spine Rip. This is a fatality everyone knows about, and is arguably the most famous Mortal Kombat fatality of all time, even more than Scorpion's Toasty. This fatality sees Sub-Zero detach the head with spinal cord still attached, and has returned in a lot of Mortal Kombat games, and looks really good in Mortal Kombat 9 and in Mortal Kombat X. This is the fatality that started it all, and I think everyone loves this fatality, and I think it's in everyone's top 10 probably. Even though it has nothing to do with Sub-Zero's power or chiromancy, it still shows he's a ruthless killer and an assassin, because remember, this is Bi-Han we're talking about, not Kuai Liang. There's a big difference between those two characters.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Number 6, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance Cyrax, Internal Grinder. That's 2 for Cyrax. The Deadly Alliance fatality is exceptionally brutal. He just grabs you with this weird claw thing and just fucking smacks you on the ground with it, and then he eats you alive pretty much. I don't know why, but I burst out laughing every time I see you. He just smacks you on the ground before eating you alive. These games are making me fucking loopy. It's just like he disposes you like trash. It's, in my opinion, Cyrax's best fatality, the best one in Deadly Alliance, and maybe even the best fatality out of all the cyborgs just in general.
Fatality.
Number 5, Mortal Kombat 11 Noob Saibot, Split Decision. You guys know how much I love Noob Saibot, so you knew he had to make this list some way or another. His second Mortal Kombat 11 fatality is the most violent out of the entire game, period. Like the Shang Tsung fatality, he sends Saibot into the opponent after slicing their stomach open with his sickle, and you can just see all the intestines fall out after he does that. And then Saibot makes his way out of the mouth of the opponent, and you could see his hands come out of the mouth first before he explodes out. It's so vicious, and it's way better than his first fatality, in my opinion, although I do like that fatality as well. Number 4, Mortal Kombat 9 Johnny Cage, and the award goes to... I love Johnny Cage. He's one of my favorite characters in the entire series. He's in my top 10, and this fatality perfectly depicts his character in Mortal Kombat 9. He goddamn karate chops your head in half and sticks an acting award between the 2 slices before pushing the opponent's body over. I love it because it just exudes character. It's exactly what Johnny Cage would do if he was a ruthless killer in the story, which he, thank God, isn't. You could definitely make the argument some of his later fatalities are better, like his Mortal Kombat X ones, but personally, to me, this is not only Johnny Cage's best fatality, but one of the best fatalities in Mortal Kombat ever, period.
Watch this. And the award goes to... Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
Number 3, Mortal Kombat X Kung Lao, Face Grind. Getting down to the top 3 and kicking it off is Kung Lao in Mortal Kombat X. If I could, I would put both of his fatalities in the one spot, because I love both of them, but I think that's not very fair, so I picked this one because I do prefer it, honestly. It's vicious, dude. He kicks you into the ground and slowly but surely pushes your head into the spinning hat on the ground and slices your head in half. The push of your head down to the hat is so slow and builds up so much tension until it just slices their opponent's head open like a goddamn watermelon.
Kung Lao wins. Fatality.
Number 2, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks Liu Kang, the Dragon Fatality. You might be asking why the Shaolin Monks version of this fatality and not the classic Mortal Kombat 2 version or the really good Mortal Kombat 9 version. And to that I say, the dragon itself. This might sound really cringe, but the reason I like this fatality so much and prefer it to the other versions is because of the dragon. He's cute, okay? The dragon fatality as a whole is just amazing. Liu Kang transforming into it has always been so cool, and the way he just so easily bites you in half is just always so cool to watch, dude.
Fatality.
And finally, number 1, Mortal Kombat 9 Noob Saibot, Make-A-Wish. This fatality is notorious. Everyone knows this fatality. You either love it for its brutal nature or just hate to watch it because it can be hard to watch at times, I'll admit. I remember, I think it was 2012 maybe, I watched every Mortal Kombat 9 fatality, one of those compilation videos you see on YouTube. And I remember I could always make it just to this one, but I was always shut off the computer when I got to it because I hated it. Aside from Deadly Alliance Scorpion reveal trailer I talked about in an earlier video, it was my first introduction to Mortal Kombat, this fatality. Now, should I have watched that at the age of 5? The way Noob grabs you from one end and Cyber grabs you from the other and slowly just rips you in half from the bottom up, I mean, I don't even have to say anything, it's fucking disgusting. I also like if you use the classic Mortal Kombat 2 skin, Cyber is smoke. And that's why it's my favorite Mortal Kombat fatality of all time. It's Noob's best fatality ever, the best fatality in Mortal Kombat 9, and maybe even one of the best fatalities in Mortal Kombat history, period.
Noob Saibot wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
And so that's about it. If you have a list of your own personal favorite fatalities, make sure to put it down in the comments below, and I'll make sure to read it. If you have a video idea of your own, make sure to put it down in the comments below, and if I make a video about it, I'll give you a shout out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter, and it helps this channel way more than you would imagine. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you.